Oh, no.
Yeah, man.
This is fucked.
This might be where we disagree, I think. We got Cold as Life going against France's own Kickback.
This is an insane first-round matchup.
Who do we call? Think your brother would be good for this.
This is our first stalemate, so you're our first call.
Yep.
Of course.
The matchup is, unfortunately for you, Cold as Life versus Kickback.
Yes.
Hello, welcome. It's HardLore time. How you doing, Bo?
I'm doing so good.
Excellent. This is a big day. So I hope so. You know?
Thank you. Thank you.
We've been tasked by ourselves with crowning. Finally, we've crowned the hardest hardcore band of all time. We've crowned the heaviest band of all time. We've crowned the best 80s hardcore band of all time.
Sure did.
And now it is finally time for HardLore to formally crown the best 90s hardcore band of all time.
Let's explain exactly what we mean, because it's not just bands from 1990 to 99. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, there's a few bands who you'll see who started in like 88, 89, but their definitive work was done in the 90s. And there's a few bands who started in the 90s whose definitive work was in the 2000s. Therefore, we excluded them from this for now to be included later. But so if you're looking at this list thinking, why is this on here? Why isn't this on here? A, it could be because we didn't want it on here. B, it could be because we found they had different qualifications. And you'll see that this time around, we did something different. We're so sick of your whining and complaining that we found a way to include more bands on here and avoid the comments that drive me insane that are no blank, no this, where's this? We left that up to you now. There is one blank spot on the bottom of this bracket, and there's a list of honorable mentions to choose from. Any of those honorable mentions could have been one of these 31, but you can only have 32, so you got to cut something somewhere. Give us a break. Let's fucking do this.
Yeah. Where do we begin?
Let's start from the very first matchup.
This fucking sucks. Immediately, it sucks.
Here we are again. All right. The first matchup, starting with our left side bracket, is Allout War versus Buried Alive. And
listen,
all due respect to Buried Alive, the choice is clear here, and in large part thanks to the sheer depth of the Allout War discography. They are still making great records, and that's hard to say about any of these bands.
And I think Vogel would definitely say Allout War.
He'd be the first to say. Yeah. In his episode, he expressed disappointment with Last Rites. But we all know Death of Your Perfect World is all-timer, 90s classic. But Allout War is definitive 90s hardcore music.
You're going to... one of my favorite things to do is to predict where it's going to go, and then plan for the Olympic game mental gymnastics I'm going to have to watch you do for like the next round. It's incredible.
Bring it on, motherfucker. The next matchup. Yeah, and you'll notice this time I seeded this properly. Carrie and I, who designs these and helps me set the brackets up, I properly seeded them. I made an A seed and a B seed of like obvious top tier, very successful bands and bands we love who are still definitive 90s, but maybe not as big.
Didn't get the shine quite as much. Okay.
Exactly. So here we are, seeded A versus B. Biohazard versus Damnation AD.
Once again, all due respect to Damnation AD.
They're on here.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're top 31 all time, 90s.
No More Dreams, The Hanged Man. I love Damnation AD. Very popular band in Chicago, especially when I was coming up. It's
underrated.
Underrated as fuck. Probably the least rated.
And again, here's a little inside baseball. That's why we do this. It ain't really about the winner. It's about
talking
about 32 or 39 bands we like.
Yes.
Biohazard wins.
It's Biohazard.
What can you do?
What can you do?
First three alone,
Yeah.
are like multi-genre bending, changing classics. Death metal bands started incorporating groove because Biohazard was tearing up the charts.
Hey man, this shirt. You want to know what's on the back? This shirt. You know what I mean?
Again?
Same thing, front and back.
Wow.
Only one band could pull that off.
That's right. And only one guy could have gotten you that shirt, Luke Madden.
R.I.P.
Mad Vintage, we love you. Blood for Blood versus Stigmata is the next matchup.
This is interesting because I know you have a particular love for Stigmata, and in like a sentimental sense. I know that about you.
My heart, a part of my heart is from Troy, New York.
Right. But I also know.
But I also love Blood for Blood.
You love them outlaw anthems.
And I can't, this is tough because I'm 818, 518. It's one thing, and it's hard. But Blood for Blood is Blood for Blood. How many, what they've done. I pick up a guitar, I play Revenge on Society.
So I think that's kind of the thing about this bracket that I'm starting to see unfold is like, it's going to come down to quantity a little bit. Because we like all of these bands.
Stigmata's got quantity.
How many
people don't know. Calling of the Just, Hardcore's Harder, they don't know.
Yeah, how many records do they have? I don't know, I guess.
They have like 5 or 6.
I only
LPs.
I only know the one and then the, Marauder split,
Yeah, they got way more than that. And I love it all. Unfortunately for Troy,
New York.
as they know I love them, I have to go Blood for Blood here. But Blood for Blood was like a day one band for me. Before I discovered Stigmata, Blood for Blood was ingrained into my DNA.
I definitely, dude, an interesting thought is the Wasted Youth, like the skull. That's a logo that is pretty iconic for let's call
music,
them
punk music,
a modern band too. Like
they fully crossed over. I know weirdo crust punks that love Blood for Blood. I know mall metal freaks that love Blood for Blood.
Interesting.
They don't know shit about Stigmata, and that's on them,
Yeah.
But Blood for Blood, if we're talking best here, so it's complicated.
It is.
But my God, what Blood for Blood is Bad Religion-esque in the evolution isn't monumental record by record intentionally. They get very slowly, intentionally more melodic and accessible, but you never question it as something that feels wrong or too different.
Well said.
I gotta go Blood for Blood.
I think that works. It's also funny, like when I was growing up, something being called a 90s band had a certain sound, and we've already broken that mold. Like a 90s.
And I think a lot of the 90s sound is like what is metalcore today, or 99. It's like old metalcore today.
Yes.
Real metalcore.
Totally.
Whereas that was a new thing at the time, and it was like a bastardization of metallic hardcore.
Right. Interesting.
Things change. Crazy matchup up next.
Sucks.
Integrity versus Fury of 5.
This might be our first real, because this is best, right? So this is not hardest.
Right.
This is not
which
heaviest.
We know hardest Fury wins all day.
It's not heaviest.
Right.
It's best.
Fury wins all day. And
listen,
it's tough.
Integrity was an actual needle mover. We know this.
Integrity changed. They killed Youth Crew, which they loved Youth Crew. So that I think that was devastating news to break to Dwid. Fury of 5 did their own thing, dude. Nobody could come close or compare to what they've done ever. And I would say just on a needle moving level, I would go Integrity here.
Yeah, I think so.
And like the amount of, and this is a testament to Fury of 5. I would say incomparable in sound.
It definitely
impossible to replicate. Integrity spawned a genre of people replicating them.
Dark.
So in terms of impact, I think we have to give it to Integrity.
Yeah, I think so too.
But Fury won't be disgraced. So I don't want them to think that they're on here. They deserve their place on here. They are not an honorable mention. No Reason to Smile, At War with the World. This time it's personal. monumental classics for old CY. I think about the artistic brilliance of in At War with the World. People overlook them as like geniuses, and it's not right. I've said this on the show many times. In the insert for At War with the World, on the bottom it says next time it's personal. And the next record years later was called This Time It's Personal. It's genius.
Yeah.
Galaxy brain.
You love shit like that.
I love it. I love intention and attention to detail.
That's the 90s physical media musical equivalent of a post-credit scene.
Yes.
You know?
You already let me know that James Bond will be back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's cool.
Fury 5 will be back. I got to go integrity here.
Yeah, yeah.
All due respect.
Fully agree.
All right. We're moving along now. The A seed is dominating. And I think they may just dominate again in this next matchup.
Listen, Life of Agony versus 10-Yard Fight is not fair.
It's not fair.
10-Yard Fight are almost as niche as it gets.
But had to be on here.
Had to be.
In terms of, dude, sheer straight edge impact for the decade of the 1990s.
And then following, too, you know?
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, I love 10-Yard Fight. It's one of my favorite bands. But
the source of them breaking up was so monumental that it created the concept of Edge Day.
Yeah.
As discussed in the Skinhead episode.
Fantastic, you know. But going against Life of Agony, which is
going against Life of Agony, River Runs Red is one of the greatest albums musically ever in existence ever. Call it hardcore or not.
True.
We know it is. Maybe by ugly they weren't. But this certainly was. It had the spirit. It had the intensity. It had the lyrics, the mosh, the song structures. One of the best records ever. And all due respect to 10-Yard Fight, Life of Agony wins this one. Landslide.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I can't. As much as I would love to, I don't think it would be a little, lose a little, like, musicianship credibility or something. You know what I mean? Where it's like, writing the prettiest chord progressions or melodies or whatever doesn't necessarily make you a better band.
Sure.
However, what they did and how they did it is so crazy and so amazing.
They couldn't do it again.
They could, right. Who could?
Next matchup, Death Threat versus Disembodied. This is interesting because this is perhaps one of the best metalcore bands of all time in Disembodied versus one of the best hardcore bands of all time in Death Threat.
I think Disembodied, if we're going to call Disembodied metalcore, and I like that, I think that is what they are. Yeah. That's like one of those bands that I do like. It's like them and Martyr, you know?
I love them, yeah. But this is Death Threat to me all day.
It's not even close, dude.
And you could argue Death Threat's definitive work was in the 2000s with Peace and Security, but Last Days was 98. Death Threat is 98, and so much is already done on that record that it's like this is who they are. They've established who they are immediately.
That's fair.
And this is one of my favorite bands ever.
Yeah.
And listen, Seven Stitches, Heroin Fingers, top twoist. Two of the hardest pit parts in history.
God, I'm just going to, when we get back to this side of the bracket, it's going to be hard. I'm just going to sit back and watch you melt.
Implode?
Yeah, because I'm just seeing all these matchups. It's crazy.
We got to implode together. Death Threat takes it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're in agreement there. We have not disagreed yet. We haven't had to make any calls.
No, well, I think this next one might be.
What a wild matchup we got next. We got two definitive 90s classics here. We've got Marauder versus Crown of Thorns. It's well documented.
Yeah, truly.
We love Marauder, obviously. We love Crown of Thorns. Trainyard Blues Mentally Vexed is one of the greatest 1-2 punch combos in the history of our sport here. And Crown of Thorns showed me that the hardest thing a man can do is cry and sing about his feelings, feel and share. Master Kill is probably my favorite album ever written.
I know I said we're going to have to go quantity, but
Yeah.
the quality of that record from second one to whatever.
And dude, and that's not to diminish the quality of Mentally Vexed here. Because
No.
they probably both bands have the exact same amount of like incredible songs.
I see.
But we're talking defining 90s. We're the Marauder guys, you know?
Yeah.
It is what it is here. Crown of Thorns got hosed in this matchup. I'm sorry, guys. It was a tough matchup. Anybody up against Marauder was a tough matchup. We're sorry it had to be Crown of Thorns. Crown of Thorns in another bracket here, you could have gone all the way.
You could put Metallica against Marauder, and I would have to think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could put Metallica against Crown of Thorns, and I would pick Crown of Thorns.
90s Metallica versus 90s Crown of Thorns. You go
Crown of Thorns wins in a landslide.
See that, Mike? There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mike and Isaac, I love you. Marauder has to win here. We got a blowout here in this next matchup, folks. Hatebreed versus Snapcase.
Take a fucking guess.
Don't let the door snap you on the ass on the way out. Hatebreed wins here.
Yeah.
Historic blowout.
But again, so the following matchup between the last winner and this winner is what's going to be the difficult thing. Anybody up against Hatebreed, anybody up against Marauder, those are just our two favorite things.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Snapcase is on here, you know?
Of course, they are a definitive
90s band. Could not be excluded no matter what.
No way.
So your top 32, no disrespect intended, but you're up against Goliath himself.
the probable winner of this.
Yeah, they're David and Goliath, and they're up against Snapcase.
Yeah.
Remember that from the Bible? David and Goliath beat the shit out of Snapcase. Hatebreed win.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I think that whole side, you and I fully agree.
That was the most painless this has ever been. Our left side winners here, the AC dominant. We've got All Out War,
yes,
Biohazard, Blood for Blood, Integrity, Life of Agony, Death Threat, Marauder, and Hatebreed taking our left side bracket here.
Hell of a fest.
Hell of a fest, my God. This could be Madison Square Garden. We've got our right side here. This is when things are getting tricky now. First matchup.
Yeah.
Earth Crisis, the greatest vegan straight edge band in history. Turmoil, the second best metalcore band in history.
After
Cave-In.
Okay.
Come on.
Why aren't they on this list? Are they
Cave-In, I would say, is defining the definitive 2000s.
Okay, understood. Got it. Forgot.
To me.
Gotcha.
And then, once we finally do the metalcore bracket, that's going to be a blast.
I'm going to be lost. I'm going to be like...
No, you'll be fine. There's 32 you like that when you really rationalize, you'll think about it. Earth Crisis versus Turmoil here. I love Turmoil. One of the hardest bands, period. Welcome back. Can't wait to see him at FYA.
Yeah.
We got to have him on the show. We're looking forward to that at some point. The answer is Earth Crisis here.
Of course. Because not just for music stuff, too.
Yeah.
Like, there's all the other shit. Because, again, this is best 90s hardcore band.
Yeah.
Not parts or records or what. This is their whole thing.
The whole thing and Earth Crisis.
Zeitgeist.
As we spoke about with Integrity, as we spoke about with Hatebreed, changed everything.
Zeitgeist, the touring, merch.
Yeah.
The levels they reached.
Statement, dude. Tens of thousands of people are still vegan straight edge today because of Earth Crisis, or at least vegan. You know?
Yeah.
Ringworm versus Dead Guy up next. Again, this is a matchup between one of our favorite bands ever and one of the most groundbreaking metalcore bands to ever exist. This is Dead Guy's getting hosed here because they're up against the Worm, baby.
Dude. Nobody rings the Worm. You know what I mean?
Dude. And welcome back to Dead Guy. This is, dude, a rare case of picking up exactly where you left off. New record fucking rips. Recorded once again by Steve Evans. So it's the same person who did Fixation on a Coworker, classic record, 30 years later coming back to make more music. It fucking rocks. It sounds incredible. The songs are great. Ringworm wins.
Yeah. Ringworm wins. Frank 3.
And listen, check this out. Most of their definitive records in the 2000s. Promise is so early and so good that they have to be 90s.
Was it 91?
It's like 91.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Dude, Florida Frank just coming from all 4 quadrants on this.
He's crushing. I mean, he's on our list of like,
yeah,
in terms of pedigrees,
yeah.
full discographies, Ringworm, Hatebreed, Terror,
Demons.
Integrity.
And he played in Demons.
And he played in 100 Demons.
So
what
cool.
are you going to do?
So cool.
Ringworm takes it here. God, got a hell of a fight coming up in the quarterfinals. All right, up next we've got Colt. This is fucked.
Yeah, man. This might be where we disagree, I think. We got Cold as Life going against Europe's own, France's own Kickback.
This is the best Detroit hardcore band in history.
The best European.
Right up there with Negative Approach. Versus the best European hardcore band in history.
Agreed. For what I'm looking for in this discussion, I go with Cold as Life. Now, what's cool is both bands have like the lore. They have the scariness.
Yeah, this is an insane first round.
It actually is a crazy matchup, the more that I think about it. Kickback has how many records? 3, 4?
5. They got Cornered, Forever War, 150 Passions EP, No Surrender, and then the one after No Surrender with the skull.
So 4 LPs.
4 LPs and an EP that is so dense that it's basically an LP.
Totally. Okay. And Cold as Life.
And Cold as Life has 2 fucking wall-to-wall classic LPs and various demos and...
Right.
Oh, no.
Who do we call? Think your brother would be good for this.
I think he's... you know what? He loves Kickback just as much as me, but he also remixed Declination.
Anthony would pick Kickback.
He's in Kickback now.
Right. So he's picking Kickback.
He's picking Kickback. This sucks.
James would pick Cold as Life. I want to find somebody who's like truly objective about it.
Taylor's probably most objective.
I think so.
Okay. He's got strong ties to both. He had a Kickback chess piece, and he remixed Declination. So, here we go. Hello. Taylor Young here, live on the air. We've unfortunately got an assignment for you, a task for you. We're at a stalemate here in our best 90s hardcore bands of all time bracket. All right, so this is our first stalemate, so you're our first call.
Yep.
Of course.
The matchup is, unfortunately for you, Cold as Life versus Kickback.
Cold as Life.
Yes. Interesting.
I think that's what I got.
You got the best European hardcore band of all time versus one of the hardest bands of all time. Taylor went Cold as Life.
I'm going Cold as Life. Yeah.
Ask
you
him
got
to
any
elaborate.
reasoning that comes to mind?
Yeah.
It's a knee-jerk reaction, so I think it's just that's what I'm going with.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
But
thank you.
Not much thought or reason.
Yeah.
It's
Agreed. I feel. Understood. Thank you. We may be calling you again. All right. Bye.
Well,
there you have it,
there
folks.
you have it.
Can't argue that the AC dominates again. This was tough.
That's a very difficult one.
Yeah, my heart is splintered after that one.
You left half in Detroit, half in Paris.
Yeah, I don't necessarily feel good, but I don't feel bad because I had Cold as Life in the AC to begin with, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like a little bit of me knew this could be the case. Kickback, best European hardcore band of all time. Unfortunately for them, they were up against Fear itself. Who you could also describe Kickback as that.
That's
honestly.
true.
All right, we've got a weird matchup next.
Yeah,
It's AFI, East Bay Legends, friends of the show. You just saw 2 weeks of them in two of the greatest, maybe collective 4 hours in the history of our show.
Yeah.
Up against Bastard, one of the greatest Japanese hardcore bands ever.
I mean, look, I'm picking AFI. I mean, but what's funny is AFI are such a outlier for the rest of this bracket that it does seem odd to pick them.
But I mean, 90s AFI, that's a hardcore band.
100%. And
that's one of the best hardcore bands.
Yeah. So for me, it's a really easy decision. I don't know how.
I would say for universal impact alone, AFI wins. But listen, if you have not listened to Wind of Pain, start to finish, I recommend you pause this or come back to it later. Throw that shit on. Once you get over that language barrier, there's a whole beautiful world of hardcore in the East for all of you to enjoy. Bastard, Judgment, Gauze, Gizm, Deathside, Frantic, Cruelty. There's so much. Dive in. AFI wins here.
Yeah.
But I needed to make sure Bastard got their flowers here.
I respect it.
For sheer impact in the 90s alone. God, the second round is insane.
Yeah.
This is an awesome matchup.
Yeah, these are titans. These are Kronos and the fat
and Zeus
Cyclops guy from Hercules.
Yeah. We've got Strife and Trial up next. This is yin and yang.
Yeah, kind of, huh? They seem like counterparts.
Or yin and yin, really.
I think Strife is harder. His voice is heavier and like harsher, more intense. And I just for what I'm looking for, Strife takes it.
I'm with you.
However, that Trial LP, was it? These Are Our Lives. What is it?
That quintessential 90s. Dude. Trial ran shit in the 90s.
Dude, that intro with the violins and shit.
It's so fucking
into
hard.
The song.
Yeah,
really blew me away when I first heard
insane.
it. It's awesome.
It's an incredible album opener.
But Strife
is like for California. This is game changing shit. This is like one of those bands that defined the California sound.
I put on we were coming home from the Full of Hell tour earlier in the year, and I was driving, finishing the tour, and I just put on In This Defiance and just let it rip.
Come on,
dude. Tones rock, the parts rock. They go
production's
mosh,
insane.
They go mosh 6 in Blistered. Come on,
a few like they go mosh pit to pit many times.
Yeah.
It's insanely hard, and it's beautifully straight edge.
Yep,
or it was.
It's whatever.
Tragic. But the winner is Strife here.
Agreed. Love that.
We got an easy matchup up next. Floor Punch versus Unbroken. It's Floor Punch by 3,000 miles.
Yeah, it's Unbroken. To be honest with you, Unbroken versus Floor Punch is the dichotomy of music as I was getting into hardcore. It was literally because all the old heads, older than me, and now I'm an old head,
they'd all say Unbroken.
They'd all say Unbroken. They all have Unbroken tattoos. They all.
But we were rascals, dude.
Yeah, I was a little wily bastard.
Floor Punch is for the fucking rascals,
and that's
for the. And guess what? Most of those old guys ain't around anymore. For me, they were at Oasis this weekend, but
I would love to know what Jay and Jim Grimes and some of the older guys, Steve Kane. I would love to know what they would pick, Floor Punch versus Unbroken, because it's interesting.
Has to be Unbroken.
I think at the time,
yeah,
but I wonder now, as time goes on, because there's something about with all due respect, the simplicity of Floor Punch, that is timeless.
Timeless.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, Life, Love, Regret is like Jane Doe level.
Yeah.
Impact to many people that I know. And again, this is another band where they had to be on here.
100%. Yeah,
100%. Unbroken is fucking
90s.
Definitive 90s hardcore music, as is Floor Punch, the winners of this.
Yeah,
this particular matchup.
Agreed.
So respect to Unbroken, you're on here. We wanted you on here.
Yeah, they played that Burning Fight Fest that I talk about a lot, as did Trial. Actually, that was their first big comeback. And I didn't know a lick of Unbroken, but I just kind of watched the room lose their collective minds because it was their first time playing in however long. It was crazy. Mm-hmm. Crazy. But if it was Floor Punch, it may have been crazier. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yep. We got Madball versus Only Living Witness here.
It's tough, man, because, listen.
It's not,
Okay, good.
It's not.
Good.
I like obviously I love Only Living Witness. They're probably not to many people a top 32 90s hardcore band ever.
Yeah.
But to me they are, so they're on here.
Sure.
But they're going up against fucking we've already made this is Godzilla.
Yeah.
This is Godzilla versus David.
Yeah. Madball is such a perfect hardcore band.
Yeah.
Like, that's just kind of the only way I could put it. So
And their work in the 90s is what
right.
up to 2000 and Hold It Down really is what makes that so. It don't get much better than that in terms of straight up hardcore, what we're looking for in straight up hardcore music. If you don't like Madball, you're misguided and stupid, you know?
Yeah, you haven't listened to Madball.
This isn't really for you at the end of the day. If you don't like Only Living Witness, I wouldn't be like, oh, that guy doesn't like hardcore.
Great point. That's a really good point.
Because there's so much more to it. One of my favorite bands changed my life, but for changing hardcore overall, it's Madball.
100%. Fully agree. This is easy.
Next up, this is the big wild card because we have to decide on an honorable mention. This is tough. So we've got VOD, Vision of Disorder, as the A seed here versus the B seed, which is the write-in. So if you're doing this at home, I want you to write in whoever you want. I want to know if your write-in's making it all the way. But we got to pick from Starkweather, one of the greatest metalcore bands ever. Overcast, one of the greatest metalcore bands ever. Archangel, second best European hardcore band ever, probably. Judgment, my favorite Japanese hardcore band. Zero Tolerance, Buffalo, New York, groundbreaking, life-changing. Grimlock, the first hardcore band I ever heard. One Life Crew, that's a complete dishonorable mention. E-Town Concrete, the urban legends themselves. 25 to Life, Say What You Will, wrote 2 classics. Lifetime, New Jersey, easy core, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Quicksand, redefined what post-hardcore means.
Yep.
Fucking Tool, you know, they sound, it's like a perfect circle, but it's crazy. With Walter, with the goat, one of the goats singing. Sam Black Church, another band that changed my life here. Into Another,
The Beatles.
the fucking best band of all time. Botch, one of the best metalcore bands of all time, and 108. This is fucking vegan straight edge royalty here. Some of the best, the coolest, weirdest riffs ever. And let me tell you my reasoning here, Bo. I didn't put Into Another on the bracket at first, on its own, because I look at that and I go, they're going all the way.
I see.
And like, they're not a hardcore band.
I see.
The spirit is there. The ethics are there. They didn't want people moshing.
Right.
If people pitted too hard, they went into 2 snowflakes, you know? But they had to be represented in the mentions here.
Okay.
Some way or another, because they are the best band to maybe ever exist.
Respect.
Respectfully.
Understood.
So my knee jerk is don't pick Into Another for the honorable mentions because it blurs the line of what 90s hardcore band means so much so that I don't want to deal with whatever people are saying.
Okay. All
but
right.
just so you all know, if Into Another is the pick here, they're beating almost every band on.
Then I think it's between 25 to Life, 108, and honestly Quicksand. I really like the idea of Quicksand because Quicksand did have stage diving and did have some aggression and stuff, but I could see it falling into the same pitfall as Into Another.
So my knee jerks here are Grimlock, E-Town, 25 to Life. Probably.
So let's say 25 to Life. As a not huge 25 to Life fan, I can understand why they are an honorable mention and then a pick for a bracket fully.
This is tough.
Yeah.
Our self-imposed rules are so tough.
And also, I asked Colin the same thing, just for anyone wondering. Converge is not mentioned on this list because we're saving them for another bracket.
That's 2000s royalty.
So just
like yes, petitioning.
Yeah.
What's the other one? with the W. When Forever Comes Crashing.
When Forever Comes Crashing.
90s classics. Their definitive work was in the 2000s.
So
let's be real.
Yeah.
They will be big favorites on the 2000s bracket.
For those of you who have been screaming Converge to yourselves walking around.
That is why. This is tough because like me putting 25 to Life here is deleting the band that put me in this chair right now, you know? And Grimlock. But was Grimlock's impact anywhere near as big as 25 to Life? Of course not.
I see.
One Life Crew, I'm not putting them on, but my God.
Sure.
Classic. E-Town. So many records that I love. Impact as big as 25 to Life? Probably bigger. But
you think
25 to Life in the 90s.
Right.
Damn, this is tough. 108 is a sick pick.
Dude, I actually love 108.
I love 108.
And you know what else would have been a band that could have been on here that should be an honorable mention is Shelter, for sure.
Oh, man. Yeah, big time.
Shelter's an omission that we just didn't think of.
That's a glaring omission.
But that is another one that like got a cult following.
Oh, yeah. They're still pulling.
Crazy. So there's that.
That was a big omission. I guess let's go 25 to Life.
I think so. I think that's fair. Are there any other bands that we're forgetting? I feel like for some reason there's some obvious pick we're just like forgetting.
I mean, maybe we're human beings.
Yeah. Great point.
You know?
All right, 25 to Life. I like that. So it's VOD versus 25 to Life, which is funny because I know what you're picking. I don't know what I would pick.
I think in terms of just like a better band, it's VOD.
Okay. Oh, never mind. That is what I would pick.
Like objectively, if they had done a few things differently or been at a different time, could have been
like a radio
the
band.
Biggest arena rock.
Yeah,
band,
totally.
You know?
Totally. And giving a little love to Long Island, that's cool. We got a lot of New York on this list.
I mean, I agree. What's interesting is we picked 25 to Life, but like 108 I would have had beat VOD. Grimlock would have beat VOD. Zero Tolerance would have beat VOD. That is
interesting. Yeah.
Into Another would have beat everybody.
Yeah, you're right.
But let's go VOD here. It's only I think let's go with our guts.
So if you picked your write-in, now it's on you.
Yeah.
From here on out, because we're not going to be able to keep track.
And that's fine. Listen, that's why this is all subjective. And it's all just to talk about all this shit that we love.
All right. So who are our winners for the right side?
For the right side winners, we've got Earth Crisis, Ringworm, Cold as Life, AFI, Strife, Floor Punch, Madball, VOD.
Hell of a fest.
Hell of a fest. How would you ever schedule this thing? Impossible. All right, left side, round 2. All Out War versus Biohazard.
Wow. So I'm going All Out War.
Now.
I'm going All Out War.
I think I am too.
Okay, great.
And listen, I'm like you're in a Biohazard shirt.
You are.
I've stolen every drum fill that Danny Schuler has.
You are a champion of Biohazard.
Big time. One of the biggest.
Yeah.
All Out War. I think the just as I said earlier, the sheer depth of their discography.
And
I don't know, maybe 9, 10 LPs now?
Still playing hardcore shows.
Still playing shows. You could fly them out to fucking Bangor, Maine tomorrow.
They played the Common Suffering record release show because we asked them to. That's it.
That's hardcore.
Yeah. So
All Out War is the one.
Great. Love it. Now
we're off to a non-contentious start here. Only 40 minutes in. Blood for Blood versus Integrity.
I think we're torn here.
Yeah,
because I do appreciate Blood for Blood. I like Blood for Blood. I love Integrity.
I'm a Blood for Blood guy. I mean, I'm an Integrity guy too. But in this matchup, if I have a record player in front of me, and I got Humanity or Spit My Last Breath, I'm putting on Spit My Last Breath.
Huh.
So we got to call somebody not from Cleveland, Boston, or New England. Or Chicago, because I think they're all going Integrity.
We're all going Integrity. De facto, that is. Mm-hmm. I know James would pick Integrity. Mm-hmm. What do you think Volga would pick?
I don't know. Probably Integrity.
Yeah, okay.
I think he's close to it.
He was close to it, yeah.
Yeah.
call.
Mahalo, my brother.
Yo, what's up?
All right, welcome to HardLore. This is Gian Farahani from King 9.
Yo.
Live on the show. Gian, we've got a very important question for you.
Let's go.
We're doing the best 90s hardcore band of all time bracket right now. We've got a very tough matchup we need you to settle for us.
All right.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Blood for Blood versus Integrity.
Integrity.
There you have it.
Yes.
There you have it.
Yeah.
You wanna share a few thoughts on your knee-jerk reaction there?
I love Blood for Blood, but I love Integrity more. That's all I got to say.
There it
about
is.
That. System's one of my favorite records. So
Me too.
unbelievable record.
But what would you play na 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 first, or would you go dun 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 dun?
That one.
All right, well there you go.
Armenian Persecution. Come on.
Come on. What are you gonna do? Thank you, Gian.
Take care. Have a good one.
You too. Talk to you soon.
Mahalo.
There you go.
All right. Hey,
That's an objective pick, you know?
I think so. I think that's a student of both.
Student of the game. And listen, I'm not mad about that
No.
because both are incredible, but my God, Blood for Blood. What I would give to see them again, you know? Integrity wins.
Yep.
That's, okay, so this big matchup. All right. Here we go. Next matchup is Life of Agony versus Death Threat.
I'm just going to sit back and watch. Actually, no, I know what you're picking because it's hardcore.
It is.
And it's just.
But this is 90s. So it's basically Last Days versus River Runs Red.
If that's how you're going to do it.
Peace and Security's out.
That was not the consideration when we were talking about Death Threat versus Disembodied, though.
Yes, Last Days? It was Last Days versus the Disembodied Discog. I'm going Last Days.
You mentioned both records. The implication was
I
that.
don't think I did. Let's even rewind. And you could argue Death Threat's definitive work was in the 2000s with Peace and Security, but Last Days was 98. Death Threat is 98. The answer is no, I didn't. Death
Listen,
Threat versus Life of Agony.
how about this? After Last Days, they're still a hardcore band. After River Runs Red, they're doing something else.
That's rock music. And I will even say, I mean, if the word is hardcore,
Right.
then the word is Death Threat.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
If I describe hardcore to somebody, like musically,
Yeah.
I would probably describe Dead at Birth.
Yeah, you would not describe.
I would not be like,
This
bow no
time.
now, do
Yeah.
wanna.
Yeah.
I would not. So the winner is Death Threat.
I fully agree.
Pardon this interruption. This is so important, this interruption. We've got to talk to you about AG1.
We really do. We love AG1. We use it all the time, but they have exciting news.
More specifically, today is about AGZ. From 1 to Z. The alphabet, the numbers, they've got it all covered. Are you ready? Are you ready to ditch the stress and focus on the rest? You got to try AGZ. Listen, they've had our morning rituals down for years now. This is year 3 of HardLore and AG1. Now they've got our nighttime rituals locked down with this beautiful chocolate, melatonin-free dietary supplemental beverage. You can use it with milk. You can use it with water. And if you go to drinkag1.com/hardlore right now and you try AGZ, they're going to give you a little frother for free.
For free. You can make your fun little nighttime drink. I despise melatonin. I'm so excited that this is melatonin-free. Won't give you the jimmy legs. Won't give you crazy nightmares.
Nothing.
It's perfect.
Better rest is now possible thanks to the guys who have made better mornings possible for us for so long. And listen, chocolate milk is the ultimate bodybuilder's cheat code.
It's true.
Downing chocolate milk all day is what these guys are doing after pumping iron. And so now you get to do it with a thing that's going to put you right to sleep. It's beautiful.
Doesn't that sound nice?
Give it a shot right now. drinkag1.com/hardlore. All right.
This
Science. Reason.
next one
Jesus Christ.
is going to make me jump off my balcony.
Is this quarterfinals? No, I think we've learned
never
that's
know
not
how to
what a
do this. I have
quarterfinal is, right?
no idea what it is.
In our second round matchup, far from the finals, far from the semifinals, we've got Marauder versus Hatebreed.
Listen,
This ain't right.
it ain't right. If you and I were to pick our favorite hardcore band, it's Marauder. If we were to pick our second favorite hardcore band, it's Hatebreed. You know what I mean? Like,
Probably.
generally speaking, depending on what day it is. So you gotta break it down to quantity, to output, to touring, to all the other factors.
All those factors took place after the year 2000.
So are we?
Just saying.
I know, but you're flip-flopping on what you're.
I'm just saying. Maybe I am, but reason is reason, you know?
I don't think you can say Marauder is a better hardcore band than Hatebreed. Looking through the,
I would say
barrel of a
in
shotgun.
total,
Yeah.
in totality,
Yes.
I would agree.
As of 2025, but as of 1999, you're still probably saying Hatebreed, dude. Think
I
about
don't know,
it.
because
They're
you got
still-
5 Deadly Venoms then too.
but they're touring their asses off. Hatebreed is. Marauders
Yeah.
playing. They're playing big ass metal things. Hatebreed are like the
I think
crazy
they're playing
band on.
small ass metal things, honestly.
Well, trying, you know what I mean. But Hatebreed's playing. They're on Ozfest. They're doing, but they're like, whoa.
Yeah,
I can't believe.
Listen, I'm with you, and I would say I agree. This is just a big one.
Should I try to call James? He's gonna.
I think he's going Marauder.
I think he would too.
I think we just come to a conclusion ourselves, you and me.
Okay.
That
I think
overall,
it has to be Hatebreed.
it has to be Hatebreed.
Yes. Okay. Good. Thank God. Just because, like, you got, I've read comments that you and I suck off Marauder so much that it's like old. I get that. So
Yeah, I totally get it.
So I want you guys.
That has nothing to do with us having a show, though. You know.
Yeah. No.
I've been doing that my whole life.
Yeah. Right.
Many people in Southern California knew me as Life is Pain guy
Yeah. So I
because of
want
how often I wore the shirt.
I want you guys to just realize that even though we love Marauder and love Master Killer and 5 Deadly Venoms that much, and a little bit of Brutality,
A couple tracks.
the Hatebreed are the goats. They're Mount Rushmore. You know?
We'll see.
Yeah. I think that's
see.
that's fair.
But that concludes our
Second
round in the left side, and that leaves the winners Allout War versus Integrity in the next round, and Death Threat versus Hatebreed.
See, now we're getting into the
This is Spice World.
itty gritty.
All right.
Okay.
Right side, round 2. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Earth Crisis versus Ringworm.
This sucks. Because, like, my gut is Ringworm, but I know the answer is Earth Crisis. Personally.
I think you just said it.
My like third tattoo is a Ringworm tattoo. I love Ringworm. They've been a favorite of mine forever.
And they're still making
making music, and they're still touring, and they're still playing.
And they will play your record release on the drop of a hat. But Earth Crisis might too.
Earth Crisis mine too. Yeah, good point.
But dude, you think about Firestorm, Destroy the Machines, Gomorrah back to back. Back to back to back. Path of Resistance right after. That's an extension of it. You know?
Yeah. But then it's like Demo, Promise, Birth is Pain, Justice Replaced by Revenge is the comeback record with Frank. Good Lord.
I still think.
Yeah, no, I agree.
My gut here is Earth Crisis.
Because let's remember when it was Earth Crisis and Turmoil, I brought up like the impact, the zeitgeist, the social.
Earth Crisis is.
They are the.
Is that.
They are the 90s.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Weird one up.
That hurt. That sucked. I hated that.
This is polar opposites here.
Yeah.
This is a battery.
Yeah.
Cold as Life versus AFI.
It's ridiculous.
I can't believe we have a weekly television program where we get to talk about Cold as Life versus AFI in any circumstance. We're very fortunate here. Thank you, Mad Vintage.
I'm going, listen, going Cold as Life for one reason. Just an arbitrary reason I'm picking for this part. Borderland Hard has double bass.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I hear you, and I love that you said that.
Way more palm muting on Borderland Hard.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess if we're talking 90s hardcore
Yeah.
and what that means,
Yes.
yeah, that's a factor. But like hardcore punk is hardcore. That's hardcore. That's hardcore. And AFI is Shut Your Mouth. Very proud of you. Even Black Sails.
Even Black Sails, sure.
Hardcore music.
Yeah.
From a different perspective.
Yes.
Cold as Life is the winner.
Yeah.
And it's just 90s hardcore, you know?
Like, do you think anybody was throwing a spin kick to Shut Your Mouth?
No.
You know what I mean?
But does that matter?
I think everything matters when we're talking
As
about
the spin
something.
kick guy, does that matter?
I think everything does when we're talking about something as ridiculous as Cold as Life versus AFI. I think all things considered are fair.
And I mean, you look at the end of the day, one is a hardcore band now, one is not.
True. Yep.
Cold as Life.
Okay. Shit.
Up next, Straight Edge versus Straight Edge. One broke, one didn't. Strife versus Floor Punch.
What do you?
Gut, balls, and ass all say Floor Punch.
Of course. All due respect to Strife. I put
All
Strife
due respect.
in the first round. I put Strife over, but I'm going Floor Punch. Floor Punch is everything. They have a book.
Dude, look. That was very Michael Scott. I would say look at this whole bracket. Process it. So much of it has many key similarities in sound. Floor Punch and like 10-Yard Fight and AFI and Bastard are the big outliers here.
You're right.
But Floor Punch is in a league of their own by just going back to basics.
There's also just like, I don't know.
Dude, you look at what was popular in the 90s. It's this. And Floor Punch said, fuck that.
Yeah, we're
playing hardcore music.
We're doing third
as traditional as it gets.
Yeah. Very good point with like, here's what's popular in this genre. They're going to do what they want to do.
Now here's us.
Here's us. And there's just something inherently cool, similar to Youth Today kind of a thing where it's like, it wasn't just a band. It was like a group of people.
Yeah.
It was a community.
Floor Punch was a community. And Floor Punch is a community.
You know?
Now.
Right.
You know, the Floor Punch ethos carries on today. Floor Punch Straight Edge. I don't hear anybody saying Strife Straight Edge. Nobody's describing as an adjective people as Strife Straight Edge.
Right.
So the winner is Floor Punch here.
Yes, agreed.
Country Mile, IMO. Crazy matchup next. But a landslide, regardless.
Yeah, for sure.
Madball versus Vision Disorder.
Which I think is like fair.
Yeah.
Like, you want to talk 90s hardcore bands?
In terms of 90s impact and what was going on,
Yeah.
this is like an incredible yin and yang here.
Yeah.
Madball versus VOD.
But
it's Madball.
It's Madball. It's everything we want.
There we go. There we have it. Our right side second round is complete. We've got Earth Crisis versus Cold as Life in the next round, and Floor Punch versus Madball.
So now we're at the quarterfinals, right?
I think this is quarterfinals, yes.
We have, what is our first quarterfinal here? All Out War versus Integrity?
Yeah.
That sucks.
I like this is complicated now because you look at like what it means to be 90s hardcore.
Yeah.
And Integrity is at the forefront of every list.
Yeah.
If you look at the music I intend to listen to the soonest, the most, and most frequently, I listen to All Out War all the time. I listen to Integrity all the time. But All Out War is musically has had a bigger impact on me personally. What about us?
I would say Integrity for me would be the biggest impact. Because it's so funny because one, like they're both dark. They both have the like kind of scary shit. Mm-hmm. When I was really getting into stuff, Integrity just had the Youth Crew kind of crossover, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. All Out War was a little more metal core to me, you know? Yeah, I think it's got to be Integrity for me.
I'm going All Out War.
Okay.
Who do we got?
J Mind Force.
Totally.
Yeah.
Bro, it's All Out War.
Who do we got? I feel like the furthest away from the Atlantic Ocean is the better.
People don't know All Out War, though, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you're 100% right. And
they got no idea.
Now, does that not indicate, you know what I mean?
I suppose.
Earworms are earworms, you know?
All right, let's find somebody.
Hello.
Hi. Do
Am
you?
I friend of the showing right now?
Yes. Are you okay with that?
Yes. Hi.
Check this out. We've got a legend here.
Newlywed.
Emma from Dying Wish. Newlywed. Mazel. Congratulations.
There's my husband.
Hey, there's Big Jeremy. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Husband and wife. But more importantly, we need you to settle a horrific debate.
Oh God.
I know it's not good. I'm telling you, it's bad.
All right. I'm sweating now.
We are doing a bracket to crown the greatest 90s hardcore band of all time.
Okay.
And we're at an impasse here. It's a horrific impasse.
Okay.
The matchup that you get to decide the winner of is Integrity versus All Out War.
Why do you guys do this to yourself? Okay. My answer is All Out War because I literally don't think they've ever put out anything bad ever.
There you go.
There you go.
Boom. Emma with logic and reason right off the bat. This is why we call her, you know?
Yay.
She's a genius. Congratulations again on the wedding.
Thank you so much. We love y'all.
We love you too. We wish you a lifetime of greatness and wealth and health and vegan stuff.
Thanks.
Of course. Have a great day. Bye, guys.
All right. Good luck. Love y'all.
Thank
Bye.
you. Love you too.
Well, how about that?
And honestly,
this entire bracket was going completely my way until just then.
But dude, I like I'm saying, sheer depth of their discography counts when none of it is bad.
You're absolutely right.
And talking to Dwid, he'll tell you he did a whole album because a guy gave him a garbage bag of mushrooms.
Right.
Priorities.
Yep. Okay.
All Out Warities. Words. Next up. My heart is attacking.
A state
I've got
torn in two.
This is no good. This is the Connecticut battle here. This is the real All Out War. We've got Death Threat versus Hatebreed. My eyes are tearing up for real.
My opinion, while you mull this over, is the argument for Hatebreed does not change. If Hatebreed's beating Marauder, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't change. Now, the only thing I think you can say is that Death Threat played FYA. Death Threat's playing hardcore shows and have been playing hardcore shows when they've played.
Hatebreed's playing FYA this year.
Great point. That's right, they are. So there you go. Hatebreed played fucking LDB. You know, like
it's the same. Like Jamie's on both quintessential records. You know.
Yeah. Sucks. I still think it goes Under the Knife, Satisfaction, Perseverance, Brutality. You know what I mean? Like you still got that.
I just feel. I mean.
And then if you're going to go...
Killing Death Rate here is just killing a piece of me.
If you're going to stick to what your reasoning was before, too, you can only go Last Days versus Satisfaction is the Death of Desire.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's Hatebreed here.
I think it has to be. And listen, I don't think anyone on Earth wants to see Death Threat. Like the set that you and I both watched at FYA last year was poignantly biblical. Mm-hmm. They had an incredible set, one that they deserved.
Well, one of the best I've ever seen.
So there's no one happier for them than us.
I'm not happy anymore. This just broke me. But I think it is the objective, harsh truth here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't type it. I can't do it.
The goddamn pen is blue.
It's Hatebreed.
All right, so that means it's Hatebreed versus Allout War. the final four in this are going to exactly match up to what I was predicting, I think. Minus Integrity. I thought they were going.
All right. Well, right side bracket number 1. Earth Crisis versus Cold as Life. This is a nail biter, dude. I'm biting my nails.
You're always biting your nails. I think it's Earth Crisis. I think you said it. The 4 records, the 3 records, whatever. Boom. Coming out of the gate with the All Out War EP. Crazy. Having a message.
Yeah, but dude, Cold as Life, there's no Madball without Cold as Life, essentially, you know? Madball's writing songs about how sick Cold as Life
That is such a good point.
That's insane. But Earth Crisis, I'm straight edge because of, you know?
Oh.
One of the first bands I can ever say I ever loved. Cold as Life, one of the hardest bands in history. Earth Crisis would also say Cold as Life, one of the hardest bands in history.
Fuck.
This sucks.
Born
to Land Hard, recorded live.
1 take. Or he said live, right? A couple takes, yeah.
Many takes.
Fuck.
This is no good.
My gut is still Earth Crisis.
I think mine is too. In the lens of what is a 90s hardcore band.
Correct.
Cold as Life, I think, is like so much more than that. And yeah, maybe Earth Crisis is too. But if you're talking 90s impact, Earth Crisis is one of the first bands I typed, you know?
Yeah, exactly. When we decided on this bracket, it was legitimately like All Out War, Earth Crisis, Integrity. Like those were the bands that came to mind. Strife, for sure. I think so.
I think Earth Crisis wins.
I think so. I think it's fair. No.
This is unfortunate, you know? Because in another matchup on another bracket, Floor Punch Madball, like Madball has to win this.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Porter would say, "Are you guys insane? Madball has to win this."
Yeah. What's funny is Earth Crisis Cold as Life is somehow the same as Floor Punch Madball.
In a way.
You know what I'm saying? But like the yin yang. Like
yeah.
It's
like,
Earth Crisis Straight Edge versus Floor Punch Straight Edge.
Right.
Cold as Life versus Madball, who wrote
songs. That is very true.
About CTYC.
I think Madball takes this.
I think so too. And I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that. I guarantee you Floor Punch is okay with that. What is hardcore without Madball?
I truly think, there is probably every decade, let's say, has 2 parts, right? So it's like early 80s, late 80s, early 90s, late.
Mm-hmm.
Madball is one of like the 4 of the mid to late 90s who changed the trajectory of what this style of music was.
100%. Because without them, it probably would have gotten way more metallic, way weirder.
Yes.
Out of control. Madball was there to like maintain control. They are the fucking light side of the force here, maintaining balance.
Yeah.
Metachlorians and whatnot.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's
Madball wins this.
The utmost respect to Floor Punch.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Come on.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
Yeah.
And here we have our
Final Four.
Final Four. This is the Mount Rushmore.
What do we got?
All Out War versus Hatebreed. And Earth Crisis versus Madball.
Wow. We did it.
We did great. I think Integrity All Out War was like the biggest, and Marauder Hatebreed are the biggest upsets so far.
Yeah.
But I think this is very sound and logical.
If I was doing this fully on my own, the only difference would be Integrity would have won that All Out War debate. That's a personal, my preference. But that's it. I think we found the 90s hardcore bands. Yeah. Of course, there are the metalcore bands that people are going to be shouting about. That's why you got that bracket.
Exactly.
You can write that in.
It's coming. That and the metalcore bracket's coming soon. First matchup, semifinals, All Out War versus Hatebreed.
All Out War versus Hatebreed.
On one hand, you have metallic hardcore titans whose consistency is the topic of many conversations on this show. What All Out War has managed to still do to this day, I can only dream of.
Yeah, straight up. It's impressive.
And on the other hand, you have Hatebreed, who soared to unimaginable heights for hardcore music.
They set a new height.
Yeah,
for their era.
Yeah, and you know, in our episode with Vinny Stigma, he said Hatebreed was the only band that ever said, "Hey, when we get big, we're going to take you out on the road," and actually did it.
They did it.
They were fearless, and they continue to have hardcore bands support them at their unimaginable heights.
Yep. Yeah, I got to go Hatebreed.
It's got to be Hatebreed.
Good. I'm so glad you agree on that. I know that was hard.
It was.
But I think it is objectively fair.
Yeah. I think so too. I think just in sheer impact on its own.
Yeah.
It's hard to sound like All Out War. Many people don't try. They always fail. Hatebreed has spawned many clones.
Oh God.
They always fail, but they're succeeding in a way.
Yeah, true.
Hatebreed wins and it's off to the finals.
Yeah.
It's law.
Okay. Yep.
Holy hell. Earth Crisis versus Madball.
Syracuse versus New York City.
The age-old debate.
Now this is
where would you rather live?
This is legitimately difficult because
it makes my stomach turn.
Yeah. But living here, you got to learn. You know?
You got to learn.
One is overtly straight edge, overtly has a message, overtly was trying to change like the way the country worked.
Yeah, in a way that like really rubbed a lot of people the wrong way in the 90s.
Big time.
And Madball are these intense, violent, personal stories and songs about brotherhood and unity and standing up against the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know?
Anti-cop.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Pro, like.
It's also like the spiritual continuation of Agnostic Front, arguably the greatest hardcore band ever.
Which is the coolest thing.
Yeah. And
like, at one point, you had Stigma and Matt Henderson in one band.
Who was Matt Henderson before Madball?
Right.
They found this guy.
Was he playing in AF first?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We'll have to ask Matt on an inevitable episode. Friend of the show, Matt Henderson. Legend. Dude, I think it's Madball here.
Wow. I think I agree with you. I do think I agree with you. But fuck, man. Hold on. Because the thing I said about like the Rushmore bands who changed the trajectory, Earth Crisis was that first half of the 90s. Same thing. They're on that.
Yeah, but Madball was rocking that whole time. Running shit.
When did Ball of Destruction come out?
89.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that early.
Yeah. Dropping Many Suckers 92. Set It Off 94.
94. I knew that.
That's what I'm saying. And like, yes, their definitive work was the 90s.
Yes.
So they weren't in our 80s bracket, so they had to be here.
So then All Out War was what? The EP.
92 or 93.
And then when did Slither was late 90s?
2001.
That was 2001. Okay. Yeah. So
and Matt Hold It Down is 2000. You know?
NYHC EP.
Yeah. That's after Slither. So post Slither, they're still like we're HC.
Okay. Yeah.
It's gotta be Madball.
Yeah, I think I agree. I'm trying to not be a hypocrite to my own shit, to what I was saying before. So I'm considering both impacts.
I think Earth Crisis's impact is more ethical.
Yes.
Madball influenced everything
hardcore
band.
Crisis kind of did too.
Yeah, but
and
like a lot of them
style.
went a different way, and then purists will be like, "That's not hardcore." you know?
Sure. But
Which I
Madball,
don't agree with.
Yeah,
Obviously, we don't split hairs on this program.
we definitely not for 2 hours.
No, we don't split them. We keep them intact. But I think if you're going best band,
Yeah.
maybe even Earth Crisis would be like, man, Madball's so good.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I gotta go Madball here. We can call in a judge, but I think maybe we save the judges for the finals here coming up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think this choice is this is Madball.
They're a hardcore band,
Hardcore band
you know.
through and through. Never changed. Never broke up.
Great point.
Never wanted to be anything else.
Okay. Accept.
You with me?
I'm with you.
Do you agree or are you?
Yeah,
with
no,
me?
I do agree. It's conflicting because I guarantee you people from here who were around during the 90s will say Earth Crisis all the way.
No, I mean I
know that.
I'm sure they will.
You know?
Earth Crisis was the biggest band for a
Yeah.
huge part of the 90s.
Yeah.
But you Set It Off on, dude.
Oh,
And like that impact is still ringing today more so than Destroy the Machines on a lot in large part because Destroy the Machines is hard to rip off. It's so unique.
it's very unique.
It's so original and groundbreaking and different. But Madball is fucking hardcore.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with it.
There we have it.
Now we're fucked.
Our final matchup is decided. Hatebreed versus Madball. A band that is inarguably 90s in Hatebreed. You know? Like, really defined so much of what would happen right at Satisfaction and on. The C is different.
Yes.
Set It Off and on. Everything's different.
How do we do this? I really don't. I'm really truly like, because I also have the bias of you know, having toured with them and befriending them. So
Hatebreed?
so I have a bit of.
Yeah, I did the
you know,
Satisfaction anniversary tour. I did the Perseverance anniversary tour. I got Sean in my band. They're I'm from Connecticut. They're a huge part of me. And then I still think, damn, Madball is incredible.
because there's no like, yeah, I don't know. There's no hyperbole. You know what I mean? Like it's all those lyrics are his lyrics,
They're fucking real.
you know, and that
Set
is
It Off, Demonstrate My Style, Look My Way, Hold It Down. Those are all bang, 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 bang.
I have said many times, I know Hold It Down is 2000, but Can't Stop, Won't Stop, I think is one of the most perfect hardcore songs ever written.
Period.
Front to
Yeah.
back.
And if we have to do the exclusion of the 2000s debate for this,
Yeah.
it's Madball and a Landslide.
Right, because Hatebreed
You know?
has like two things.
Just in terms of sheer
Yeah.
quality and quantity together. So we've got to factor in full discogs here.
But then we were also talking about impact and stuff, and Hatebreed was on Ozfest. They were
100%.
but then there's like the Madball Dynamo thing. Like
Dynamo. The coolest shit ever. You got one of the dream team lineups, dude, with Stigma, Hoya, Matt Henderson, all rocking at once.
there's
That's crazy.
yeah, and I don't know. Then there's just like
Wetlands video versus anything ever. You know?
yeah, but then there's the Hatebreed lore and the Hatebreed videos and like the Hatebreed video where someone uses a Madball. You know, like there's all that shit too. I don't know.
Should we call in and get some second opinions? Maybe we get 2 or 3 second opinions here.
Okay.
All right.
No
I got
one-
an idea.
No one from New York or Connecticut, or no one from New England.
No problem.
What's happening?
We got motherfucking TXJ here.
Oh,
the
there he
king,
is.
the legend, one of our all-time goats. Todd, we've got a tough one here.
Okay.
These are our finals. So we're gonna call probably 2 or 3 people, have them weigh on it, but you're our first call. The final 2 bands
Let's go.
in our best 90s hardcore band category. And keep in mind here, the bands were included because one of the bands was started in the 80s, but their 90s work is so definitive that it has to be considered 90s hardcore. Hatebreed versus Madball.
Yep.
I know. Yeah, it's fucked.
What the fuck?
tough.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Did Hatebreed make a better record than Set It Off?
What a question.
What a question.
I think that's what it comes down to, right? And did Hatebreed make a better record than Dropping Many Suckers?
And that's 5 years before Satisfaction, you know?
Yeah, but it's still the 90s.
And Hatebreed covered Set It Off on their cover album.
Wow.
This is a diabolical question.
It's fucked, man. But, you know, it's a dirty job. We got to do it.
Now, do we need to... Now, we're judging these bands. Are we judging them by their influence, by their longevity, or by the strength of one record?
All
the strength
things.
of their whole catalog, the whole catalog?
All factors here.
I'm going with Madball.
Wow.
Utmost respect.
And there's no wrong answer. I don't know if there's a wrong or even a right answer to this one.
No.
I'm with you 100%.
We
I'm
are.
going with Madball for just because Freddie's one of the best frontmen in hardcore.
True.
In history. And like you look at Wetlands 96 video or whatever. That's the most locked in, coolest looking lineup. The energy is untouchable. Those songs.
Yeah, there's just something about those songs, man. Like there's something that there's like an energy about them. Like Hatebreed has a different energy. Hatebreed's like darker, and they're so fucking good. It's just Madball. They had something special to them that I don't know. I don't think there's a wrong answer to this question, but my vote is for Madball.
Okay.
Outstanding. Thank you so much, Todd.
Thank you, fellas. Have a good time with this one.
Thanks, man. We're trying. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Later.
See ya.
I got James ready.
Hit it.
He will like this one. All right, James. Best 90s hardcore bands of all time. We're down to the finals. We need you to be a tiebreaker for this. All of our favorite bands are on this list. We boiled it down. Couple upsets, couple knots. We got on one side Madball. On the other side, Hatebreed. Now, consider this is 90s hardcore band. So we're considering all things like impact, discography, success, realness, whatever you want to consider. It's all part of it.
Man, that is a really hard question.
It is. Something that Colin did bring up is that Madball put out almost up to Hold It Down was 2000. Hatebreed had Under the Knife, the demo, and Satisfaction. But what they did with that and the momentum of that is like...
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Madball, I think, is probably more influential to, the wave of New York hardcore, like post-2000s.
Yeah.
But I think Hatebreed is probably the band that is most influential across the board when it comes to hardcore. So I would probably have to pick Hatebreed.
Interesting. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you,
very
James.
much.
You got it.
See you tomorrow.
Later.
Okay.
We're at an impasse.
We
here.
are at we need a third. We need a
And
final.
honestly, talking to Todd, like my gut was Madball.
My gut kind of was too. Not gonna lie. I think we call a third just for due diligence sake.
Let's do some diligence. Let's do some do. We need somebody not from the Northeast United States.
Not from the Eastern time zone.
Yeah. I'm sorry, dude, for what I'm about to ask you.
What?
Are you camera ready, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look handsome. All right, everybody, here we are. We have Mr. Brian Garris here. Brian, we've got to ask you a very important question.
Okay.
We are doing a bracket to determine the winner of the best 90s hardcore band of all time.
Oh.
We're on our finals, and we're at an impasse.
Okay.
And you are the ultimate tiebreaker.
It's true.
This is so much pressure.
It's about to get worse. The finals are Hatebreed versus Madball.
I have to go Hatebreed.
See, look at that.
There you go.
I have to go Hatebreed. It's Satisfaction hits in a new way every time I listen to it.
Wow.
That's logic and reason and sound.
And it doesn't end there. I mean, they just keep being dope.
Yeah, that's true. I've ripped off Hatebreed more than I've ripped off many, maybe any other band.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
But hardcore as a whole ripped off Madball maybe more than any other band from 94 on.
I love Madball. I love Madball, and that's definitely tough. But Hatebreed for me is just very special. It is something that I find myself every time, like no joke, every time I listen to Satisfaction, like a lyric will pop out that I've never really like paid attention to, and I'm like, why was he writing this?
I know.
Or like a breakdown hits in a new way, or it's like perfect in my opinion.
And there you have it.
I accept it.
Thank you, Brian. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to put you through that.
That's all right.
I hope you have a great day.
Thanks, man.
All right. Bye.
Wow. So
what a non-upset.
Yeah. There's really no wrong answer. I think Todd's correct. I understand both sides of the argument.
Yeah. My heart says Madball, but I do think Hatebreed is probably the answer.
Yeah.
In terms of a band that started working in the 90s, put out a groundbreaking record in the 90s, carried that on.
Toured like a motherfucker.
Like a motherfucker. Like the motherest fuckerest.
Straight up. Yeah.
Madball made it to the finals, you know?
And every band is trying to do what they did.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Unsuccessfully.
But I'm talking like, yeah, record sales and success-wise, reach-wise, all that.
There you go.
Okay.
Hatebreed is our winner.
That makes sense.
This was brutal.
It was. I love Ringworm. I love Marauder. I love Madball. I love 10-Yard Fight. You know,
this bracket is one of the greatest playlists in history.
and
at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. is discovery and sharing what we wish we had shared with us when we were 14, 15.
Yeah.
We found most of these things over time, but you're getting them here all together at once. You are so lucky to have us, and we're so lucky to have you. We love you all. Hatebreed is the winner. And we'll see you next week. Bye. This episode is brought to you by Mad Vintage.